Well, good morning. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Karen's colleagues at the Institute. I'm delighted to be here and accept the opportunity to say a few words. If you're a first-time visitor, isn't this the most privileged place to come to work every day? It's just a wonderful building. This long gallery has been hosting important events since 1932. I've been around a long time, but just for the avoidance of doubt, I missed the first few. The symposium itself clearly is going from strength to strength. I understand this is your 13th event, so that's a testament to the esteem in which you all hold this event. Now, back in August, I had the pleasure of meeting with Karen and her colleague Paula Pinto to hear about the role of the Institute and the array of initiatives and achievements that it supports. Key among these was the work of the Palliative Care Research Network, which is driving forward and promoting quality, evidence-based palliative care research, supporting both policy making and critically improved services right across this island. High-quality palliative care is underpinned by high-quality research, and that's why the role of palliative care researchers and the network is so very important, because ultimately the research undertaken by this network and its members directly impacts on the quality of life for people living with life-limiting conditions. So it's very heartening for me to see from today's programme the breadth and the range of research interests that are represented today. It demonstrates, I believe, a recognition not just of the value of research, but also its diversity, its reach, and critically, its impact. It also reflects how much we still have to learn about the need for palliative care, how it can better be designed and delivered, and the difference that it can make. I know the theme of this year's symposium, psychological, social and spiritual care in palliative care, emphasises the holistic nature of palliative and end-of-life care. In September, I was pleased to lend my support to the All-Ireland Institute for this year's Palliative Care Week, and a key message of that campaign was the different ways that palliative care can touch any of our lives, be that through our own journey or that of a friend or a family member. Now, evidence suggests that between 75 and 80% of people who die have conditions that would benefit for some form of palliative care services, with the potential to make a difference to the quality of life for weeks, months, and in some cases even years. I believe most people living with a life-limiting condition want to focus not on the limiting aspects of their condition, but on their quality of life, what matters most to them, and how they can be enabled and supported to live well for as long as possible. And obviously this will include their clinical treatment and care. However, living well must equally focus on psychological, social and spiritual needs, and these are essentially what makes each of us unique as a person. As it happens, yesterday I visited the Northern Ireland Children's Hospice and the Northern Ireland Hospice. And one of the people I was speaking to is a student nurse, first week in the adult hospice, and I asked her, was there anything that surprised her, and she said yes. She thought a hospice was a place people went to die, and she was surprised to find out it was all about improving and prolonging the quality of life rather than prolonging life per se. And of course, we don't lose our sense of self when we get a diagnosis of a life-limiting condition. In many ways, the sense of our most intrinsic emotional, social, or spiritual needs may be heightened and become much more important to us. Now, I understand the focus of the programme today very much encapsulates that and recognises the importance of those things that often touch us to our very core, be that our faith, music, nature, or art, and how responding to these needs can enhance the experience of palliative care and support psychological, social, and spiritual well-being. As you will all know, the need for palliative care is growing here in Northern Ireland. The predicted growth is estimated at 31% by the year 2040, which is not that far away. And if we're to meet the challenges of an ageing population and the increasing demand for care, the evidence provided by high-quality research will be essential to inform better and more rounded policy and service delivery. The increasing need for palliative care underscores the necessity of this network in bringing together experts from different sectors and specialisms from across the island of Ireland, as well as the lived experience of people with palliative care needs and their families and carers, Network members are provided with the space, the infrastructure, and the practical support to conduct the breadth and depth of research that enriches palliative care knowledge and expertise. Through the collaboration of clinicians and academics and the exchange and transfer of knowledge, the network plays a crucial role in facilitating and promoting research that is relevant, inclusive, and focused on making a real and positive difference to the quality of life for people with life-limiting conditions and those who are important to them. A key requisite to improving palliative care is to understand how people view and understand it. And I was struck by some of the findings of a research survey commissioned by the All-Ireland Institute for this year's Palliative Care Week. The survey indicated 75% of adults think palliative care can benefit people over long periods and not just at the end of life, while nearly 9 in 10 adults think palliative care also supports the family and carers of somebody with a life-limiting condition. This is positive progress in how people perceive palliative care, due in no small measure to the reach and success of Palliative Care Week in improving public awareness. However, misconceptions still exist, like the student nurse, and we need to address these if the potential and benefits of palliative care are to be more fully understood and realised. Now, if you might permit me, I want to make specific mention to the Palliative Care in Partnership programme here in Northern Ireland. The partnership's innovation and the vision and dedication of its leadership, member organisations and Voices for Care representatives have been central to improving palliative and end-of-life care here in Northern Ireland. The partnership programme recognises the critical importance of a research evidence base in supporting the design and delivery of palliative care. The All-Ireland Institute is represented on the partnership programme, and additionally, through its Northern Ireland-based members of Voices for Care, it provides a service user and carer voice to the partnership in the work it undertakes in driving forward improvements in palliative care here in Northern Ireland. In the face of increasing need, our challenge is to use all our resources effectively. This means recognising the role played not just by health and social care, but importantly by communities. Palliative care is an embracing approach to care. Its response to need is intrinsically multifaceted and encompasses the whole person, as well as family and other people important to them. This is the basis of compassionate communities. And in September, the All-Ireland Institute's Compassionate Communities in Palliative and End-of-Life Care Conference explored how positive, practical and forward-thinking community-based solutions can support people with palliative care needs, including at the end of life, as well as bereavement for families and friends. This principle is central to the increasing focus on the importance of a public health approach to palliative care. So looking to the future, our aim should be to effectively mobilise our community assets and our capacity to support others. As the programme turns now to the first of today's speakers, I commend the organisers of this symposium for bringing together an array of experts to share the outcomes and findings from such a rich vein of research. Those who are speaking, presenting and participating in panel discussions bring with them an extensive range of expertise, knowledge and experience. The research and the evidence that they will share and the learning to be taken from this will enhance understanding and drive improvements in psychological, social and spiritual aspects that are essential to delivering holistic and compassionate palliative care. So I'd like to wish you well for today's event. I've no doubt it will further inform the direction and scope of palliative care research. It will allow connections to be made and relationships to be developed, and it will reaffirm the commitment of all of us to deliver the quality palliative care that people here deserve. So I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to share some thoughts with you. I'm sorry I can't stay with you for the rest of the morning. I have some rather disgruntled trade union representatives just down the hill, and I am going to go and see if I can do my best for them and their members. But thank you very much for listening.